If you're counting calories, there are ways to enjoy Thanksgiving dinner without completely blowing your diet. Jamie Protich from Green Table is here now with a lighter version of the traditional pumpkin pie. You know, they say you can add, 3,000, 4,000 calories when you eat Thanksgiving dinner. So this is a great idea.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And everybody likes pumpkin pie, and pumpkin's an incredibly healthy food, a clean food.
Yeah.
So, and that's what we strive to do at Green Table, is feed people clean food.
Good.
So,
All right. Well, let's start with this clean crust. This is beautiful, but you've really changed up what you have made the crust with. It's not your typical white flour.
Usually it's white flour, some sort of lard or vegetable shortening, and water. That's pretty much a crust. This is oat flour, whole wheat flour, an egg, honey, and almond milk, and coconut oil.
So there's no fat in this except for just what's in the
oil.
Yeah, coconut
oil. The coconut oil has fat in it, but it's all healthy fats, and it's
Okay.
not saturated fat.
That's beautiful.
Which is very good for us.
Okay, good. So you've got our crust made already.
Yes, ma'am.
And then we're going to start making the filling. So you actually start with fresh pumpkin.
I do. Fresh pumpkin is so much more economical this time of year than canned pumpkin. It's more delicious. It's got more of a natural pumpkin color as opposed to the bright orange that comes out of the can. I got 2 pumpkins from the Nashville Farmers Market and made enough pumpkin puree to make 5 pies for $2.
So it takes just a little bit of extra time to do this because you're going to, do you bake the pumpkin,
I do.
roast it?
You chop, I put them in the microwave for a few minutes to soften them up. I cut them in half, scoop the seeds out that I make into a snack, toasted pumpkin seeds, and then I put them in the oven and forget about them for about an hour.
Okay.
Pull them out, let them cool off, and scoop it out, and that's your pumpkin puree.
Okay, great. So we've got that going in here.
Okay.
What else is going into this
This
recipe?
is 2 eggs and 2 egg whites.
Okay.
A whole egg is 64 calories, an egg white is 17 calories.
All right, so we're saving a little bit here.
So we're adding the 2 eggs.
Okay.
This is pure cane sugar as opposed to refined sugar. It's more healthy for you. Cinnamon, clove, and nutmeg. So we're going to add all that and get that incorporated real well.
Okay.
And here we have a 1/2 cup of local honey. I use local honey because it helps boost your immune system. The bees' pollen, they say, helps people have less allergies.
Yeah.
So we're using local honey that I got also at the Nashville Farmers Market. And then here's a cup of 1.5 cups of unsweetened almond milk. I use almond milk because a cup of almond milk has 45 calories opposed to a cup of skim milk, which has 80 calories.
Okay.
So you're saving a substantial amount of calories by going to almond milk. And the taste differential is non-existent.
Particularly in a pie.
Particularly in a pie.
Okay.
And so basically that's it.
So
now,
we're pouring that into the crust.
This makes enough to make 2 thinner shells. I used a deep crust over there. So this amount would fill that up. But if
Okay.
you're using the smaller shells, then this amount makes 2 pies.
And how long do we bake?
You start off at 450 degrees for 15 minutes, and then you cut your heat back to 350 degrees for 45 minutes.
Okay.
Pull it out of the oven, let it sit at least 3 hours, preferably overnight.
Okay, great.
Okay, and you've gone, wait, I gotta say it, 420 calories in the traditional to 177 calories in the new one.
Oh my.
17 grams of fat in the traditional to 8 grams of fat in the new one, only at 1 gram of saturated fat.
I think we're having 2 pieces. That sounds good. I'd love to show this, the rest of the food that you brought with us, because you've got, with Green Table, you're delivering food to people.
It's a meal delivery system, yes, and what we do is we deliver clean food, meaning food that's minimally processed, as close to the earth as possible. We use local and organic whenever possible, and just food to enhance people's lives, to make them live healthy and longer, as opposed to unhealthy and shorter.
Yes, you got a nice hanger steak here with some sweet
I do.
potatoes.
I have hanger steak with honey whipped sweet potatoes and steamed asparagus. We have a chipotle turkey breast with pineapple salsa and spicy black beans. And we have a Dijon chicken with a red pepper sauce, orzo, and Brussels sprouts.
That looks delicious. Sounds really good.
And the food comes pre-made. All you gotta do is pop it in your oven and heat it up and have a lovely dinner.
Some of the Tennessee Titans are enjoying your food, I hear.
Bleedy Ray Wilson is one of my customers. He's been using us for since the beginning of the season. So we're providing food for him. And
he's playing well, so I guess it's working,
He seems to really be enjoying it, yeah.
What do you think?
Y'all keep talking. I'm done.
Oh, you're busy
But no, this is good. Yeah,
good?
the flavor's still there. It still tastes great. So yes, try
not
this
missing the
definitely.
fat.
Not missing the
You're
fat
not
at all.
missing those 17 grams of fat?
No, not at all.
I love it.
All right.
Jamie, thanks so much for being with
Thanks,
us today.
Meryl.
All right, this is recipe number 5263 online now at newschannel5.com. You'll also find information there if you'd like to get in touch with Jamie at Green Table.